2 minutes. I don't care, I'll wait. The Kanjivaram designer, weaver, who is a designer, gets his inspiration from the temples. So you will see architecture inspiring. You were right, but you only said it wrong. So you can't say it wrong.
Was from my English.
So say it in Hindi. We are in India. I am happy to listen to Hindi. There's nothing wrong in speaking in Hindi. Please don't think we have to speak in English. Speak in any language. If I can't understand, I'll ask for a translation. Because the idea is we are communicators. So if you are suddenly asked me to speak in Punjabi, I will be terrible. I know one word. And I'm not going to say that word. It's not sayable. So let's communicate. Speak to me in any language. I'm happy. But say it right. Okay? So the architecture is one inspiration. What is another inspiration? A very big inspiration. All design students always fall back on it. Nature. Nature, the colors of nature. So you will see when you go into Kutch or you go into Gujarat, the colors change. When you go into Kutch, what is Kutch? What is the landscape of Kutch? It's white and yellow, and if you go to the sand, it's that beige. So they use what? What colors do the Gujarat Kutchi women normally use? Black and red. So they stand out. It's a statement. It's a style statement. What have we been? We have always been a very stylish country. In what manner? When we drape our clothes. No other country continues to drape. Everything is structured. But we have used the drape in so many inventive ways. How many ways are there to wear the sari? Two.
Bengali. There is a Pahari way to wear a sari. There is your
A Purki
Nawali
way. A Purki way. There are at least 25 ways to wear the sari. As many as there are states. Like the UP has wear it differently. In the UP they wear it differently. Yeah, there is Maharashtrian, there is the 9-yard sari of the south. Between the Vishnu worshippers and the Shiv worshippers, there is a difference. So there was no end to our inventiveness. The Indian woman was a designer. She was a designer of her own style. So the way I wear a sari is different from the way you wear a sari is different. Even if you're wearing it in the traditional, normal, what is in fashion today, there is still a statement in the way you carry that sari. Whether your pallu is longer, whether the pallu is shorter, whether it's wrapped around your waist, around your shoulders, the way you walk with it changes when you wear a sari. How many of you wear saris? I mean the women, the girls. How many of you wear saris? What does it do to you when you wear a sari?
First of all, it blends the culture in because okay, I'm sorry to use the word culture, but she is traditionally a woman of India. I would say.
So why are we all not dressed in saris? Are we not women anymore? Answer that. Are we not women anymore?
I am saying no.
I've understood what you say. I've understood when you wear a sari, you feel feminine.
I would say of Indian women. If we are sitting here, majority of the people think we are from the Western culture.
Why?
Because that is the thinking.
Globalization does not mean you lose your. Now I'm going to use the forbidden word culture. Culture is something that is part of who you are. Do you go home and eat Indian food or do you still eat hamburgers? That's part of your culture. Why do you eat Indian food? You eat hamburgers every day, you'll become fit, you'll become huge, you'll become bankrupt. And also, processed food, you're going to get gastroenteritis or other such gastric problems, right? You're not going to be able to handle it. Good dal chawal, everybody says after staying for 3 days in a 5-star resort, I want to go home and eat dal chawal. That is culture. That is the real meaning of the word culture. And where does the sari fit into this culture? It fits in because it gives you something that Indian women are known for. The Indian man is also known for when he wears a dress. It gives you status, it gives you a status personality because you can't hunt in a sari or a dhoti. it won't let you walk. It automatically gives you stature. It gives you, your subconscious goes back into tradition. No, those are loose terms. So you lack an identity now. Are you not Indian just now? If I hit you hard, you will say, Ma, in your own language. You are Indian. You cannot say just because you're wearing, I still have this long flap. It makes a lot of people either admire it or laugh at it. Okay? But the fact remains that it's not part of my Indian identity, it's part of my identity. I'm not necessarily Indian. If I cut off my hair, I will not necessarily not be Indian. We are all Indian at heart, however hard we believe that we are not. We may be global citizens, but we are still Indian in the root. And that is why I'm talking fashion in India. I'm not talking fashion as an abstract. I'm talking of it as the net result of who we are, who our mothers and grandfathers and their ancestors were, because we inherit that tradition. And now I'm using tradition not as the government of India has been using it, but as a real word that makes who we are who we are. If you understand that, and you understand our Indian fashion, you will understand our Indian designers, some of them, not the ones who copy the best. And you will understand who the new generation of Indian designers are and what they are doing. How many designers can you name? Name me some names. Okay. What has Anita Dongre done that is different? Lots of people used to think that. What is the one thing that sets Anita Dongre apart from everybody else? Her styling is not great. Her fashion sense is not superior. There are better ones. What is it that sets her apart? She is the only designer who has managed to make marketing successful. Almost the only designer. There are one or two others, but she has gone into prep in such a big way which many designers have tried and failed. Label as Ritu Kumar, who is the doyen of Indian fashion, has failed. But Anita Dongre has succeeded. You will see her shop everywhere. Everywhere. Across the country, wherever you go, you will. Right? Okay, name me another designer. Sabyasachi, somebody said. What is Sabyasachi's khasiyat? Bridal wear is his bread, butter, jam, whatever. 100 crore industry, उसी में से बनता है. But what has he brought to the table? Sorry? No, it's not one little thing. You think others don't do that? Very well. It is the fact that he has made you remember the Indian understanding of time, which is why it has become such a hit. You say, hey, this is fabulous, and why do you say this is fabulous? Why do his contrasts become fabulous? Why does his zari work become fabulous? Why do you go grabbing a kurta by or a sari by me? Because the subconscious is telling you, ये तो हमारा है. हम इसी को पहनते थे और पहनेंगे. That is Sabyasachi. He has touched the innermost chord in the fire. Who said something about fashion being acceptability? That's what he's done. He's made fashion acceptable. Forget about the prices that he charges. That is not acceptable. That is completely unacceptable. But otherwise, he has made you understand that this is who you are. Bridal wedding photo is being next, which I told him is the worst thing you can do. He's not a spider, I told him. But doesn't matter. What else? Give me another designer.
Anamika Khanna.
What is her khasi? Who said Anamika? You.
Pant sari.
Sorry?
Pant sari.
See, one item cannot make a design. Pant sari was done by Sathya. I have worn one.
But
Ages
pant
ago.
sari, she bought it, and the way she started draping on the younger generation of Bollywood and all these celebrities that influence the young generation today has really brought down the pant sari to a level that even we as college going people can wear it on a very daily basis. I worn it to college, and my inspiration was Sonapur. What she wore was Anamika Khanna.
See, I need you all to look beyond the celebrities, beyond what somebody does for a celebrity, because that is That is the stepping stone to acceptability. But Anamika Khanna, when she goes to London, fashion does not put the pants family. She takes her texture. She takes the fact that she's able to embellish something to an extent that you don't know what the fabric is, and it is so mysterious looking. So what does she create? What is her signature? Her signature is mystical magic. When you look at her garment, you say, I feel like a princess looking at it. Then you stop being a princess when you pay for it. But the fact remains that she creates a certain, her signature has a very certain, how is she different from Rajesh Pratap? What does Rajesh Pratap? You haven't heard his name? No. Just name. Rajesh Pratap is known for his simplicity. He does very simple. He started to pin. He made the pin tuck very popular. Now everybody does it from the, roadside darji onwards. But what does he do? He is passionate about fabric and about clean lines, very clean lines. So he grows his own cotton. Why does a shirt by Rajesh Pratap cost you 7,000 bucks? Because he is waiting for that cotton to grow, and it is organic cotton. You can't hurry it up. You have to wait and wait and wait, and it will grow 1 inch and then one more inch. So you can't weave a shirt out of it till it decides to give you that much yarn. That is what Rajesh Pratap does, and he's popular internationally because of that. You should all read up on your Indian designers, because you cannot do Indian fashion, write on Indian fashion without knowing your own people. And they're killing themselves. They go to parties just to be noticed by you guys because you won't notice them otherwise. Right? They do horrible show stopping items so that you will notice them, because that's what the press talks. So I want you, after you do this class, whenever you have time, to please go from A to Z of Indian design. Understand how each one is different. Give me one more name. What is their khasiat? Chicken curry. How did they do that? How did they make chicken? Chicken curry has been here since the Mughal time. How did they suddenly revive it? And others have. Ritu Kumar has revived chicken curry. Muzaffar Ali is doing chicken curry. So what did Abu Sandeep do that made it different? He took the traditional stitches. There are 6 or 7 designs and ways of stitching chicken. They took that, they mixed and matched. So if you are always doing pastries in a particular stitch, they change that. So what did they do? They took a traditional art, without spoiling the art, they gave it a new signature. They gave it new color. That is what. What did Seva do? Is Seva fashionable? What is Seva? How is it different? How many of you, okay, you know, tell me, how many of you know what Seva stands for? Hmm? Yeah. Very good. What do they do? Who are these women? Obviously, self-employed, they work for themselves. Why do they work for themselves? Who are they? Okay, let's cut out this guesswork. Self-Employed Women's Association in Lucknow is a branch of Allahabad Self-Employed Women's Association in Gujarat. And what they do is they are reviving. They started the first step to reviving chicken books. How did they do that? You know how much a woman gets for doing an piece of a sari of embroidery? 5 paise per piece. How long does it take you a jolly work diary? It takes a lot of time. It finishes your eyes. It's much more difficult than writing an answer paper on fashion.
Because right now, because this we only got an opportunity to visit Seva Lucknow, and we actually spoke to the craft person. And it actually took like to complete one pure Georgette ka sari, the entire like the intricate skin sari took like maybe more than like 30-40 days for like 5-7 workers to sit continuously for like 10 hours a day.
Correct. So who are these workers? They are women It's a very poor Muslim society, and there are women who have been thrown out of their homes because either the man married again, or they were barren, so they didn't have children, so they said, I don't want you in the house, or they were widowed. There were women who therefore had no other way of earning because they're all in parda except stitching, which is a craft that was handed down to them. And they could not have any bargaining power. So getting them into seva gave them bargaining power. I'll tell you a beautiful story about seva. When the first time they came to Bombay, they were all, in the burqas, they were wearing the burqas when they went out. They were all in the train from Lucknow to Bombay, and every morning they get up and sing a song, like you see in the movie, Mujhe Shakti Do type of song. And after they sang the song, when they were very close to Bombay, Luna said that, why are you going to Bombay? And they said, because we want to sell our beautiful work. He said, that is fine. I respect what you are doing. And we are doing that very forcefully. But do you realize that you cannot go in a burqa? So they said, nah, that is our faith. We cannot set the burqa. So she explained. She said, your faith doesn't go away with the burqa. But if you go to a marketplace and stand behind the burqa and say, I want to sell this, whom are they talking to? There is no eye contact. You cannot be a businesswoman. So they all said, oh, we are business women, not just craft people. They said, yes, because we are self-employed women who are going to sell your wares and the profit is yours. It's not going to me or to anybody else. They said, oh, that's a very good idea. That's a very good way of looking at ourselves. And they all folded their burqas and put it in the bottom of the trunk and said, when we sell all our stuff, we will get the burqas when we go back home. And they sold out. They sold out because their work is so efficient. They've gone everywhere.
Yeah.
They've gone everywhere and they have lost, but they have not lost their culture. I have seen, when they come to Bombay, now they have become a little more boring in their silhouettes. But when we used to do amazing silhouettes, we'd have a taboo at one end, we'd have a shabana at the other end, we'd have all these society women grabbing, we will never lose their sound. Hari hum chalte hain. That is that. That is art. That is craft. So fashion is all there. Fashion is being Indian wherever you are, whatever you are, and whatever you wear. Okay?